So yes, hello again. So yeah, I found the Google Docs where the link to the player or to the example site of Bully English. I found it. So yes, I will show you how to access that and how to do the training. Okay, here we go. Just click this link and then voila, that is the example website or yeah, example website of Fully English. And we can try to do the training here. So yes, this is the first page. And this is the second page. You will have to read this because it will tell you on how to navigate the website. Okay, so basically this is a guide on how you can access or how you can answer the questions in the training part. Okay, so in the next page, this shows you on how this shows you how you can mute or how you can reward the students. So if you want to mute the students, you can click this one. If you want to give rewards, you can click this one. And then in the next page, they will ask you to click or okay. So this slide shows you on how you can end authorization to the students. So okay, one moment. Authorization means you are allowing the student to control the screen. So yes, there are games where you will have to authorize the student to click or to control the screen. But after that game or after that activity, you will have to end authorization or else you will not be able to type anything or to write anything on the screen. So yes, to do that, you will click this little one right here or this X or N button right here. And yeah, this slide asks you to click the button that can be used to authorize the student, which is this one. And in this slide, you will click the button that you will use to reward the student, which is this one. Okay, it also says here that they recommend teachers to give 15 to 20 stars per class. Yes, you'll have to take note of that because in the latter slides, they will also ask you that question. Okay, now in this part, they are asking you to click the two buttons that end the authorization on this page, which is this one and this one. Okay, in this part, they are asking you to navigate the other buttons or the sidebar in the website. Okay, so let me show you. So because we are not really on the website, this is just an example site. We can't really click these buttons because this is just a this is just a link they provided. Okay. So basically what they're asking you to do here is to use this in the in the actual website. Okay. So you will use that to draw an apple. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so just imagine that my pen is color green. Okay, so yeah, assuming that this is green. Yes, you will draw an apple like that. And then they are also asking you to write the word apple on the screen, which is this one. And then this button that button allows you to move the text you've written anywhere on the screen. So yes, if you click that, you can move the text anywhere. All right. Now, if you find this button on the actual website, it will allow you to erase the word apple. So yes, that is like the erase button as well here on Zoom. And then if you click this one, it will clear or erase all the content you have on your screen. So yes, that's basically this button, like this button on Zoom. All right, now let's go to the next one. Okay, now they're asking you which sidebar button can be used for drawing or doodling. So you can use this. Now, if you want to delete, the keyword here is all the content on the canvas. Which sidebar button would you click? So yes, you will click this one. Okay, now turning the pages. This tells you how you can click the pages. Okay, so if you click this, it will automatically link you or turn you or switch to the next page. But if you click the inner arrow, it shows you the next step within the same page. So yes, in the actual site or in the actual app of Bully English, you will learn how to use that. Now let's go to the next one. Okay, in this part, it is asking, okay, in this part, it is asking you to click the button to reveal all the animals on the right picture, and that's this one. Okay, you have to click these. And it says here that to end till it turns gray to reveal all the content each time you see it. So yes, take note of that. Now let's go to the next page. Okay, so it asks you how many animals are there in total on the previous page. The answer is 8. Okay, actually, let's go back to that slide. One moment. Okay, so click these. It's this one. Okay, you have to click it one more time. And click it again. And one more time until it turns gray. You have to click it and click it until it turns to that color. So yes, count all the animals so that you'll be able to answer the next slide. So let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, there are 8 animals in total in this slide. All right, now let's go to the next one. Again, the answer is 8. Okay, now in this part, it shows you where you can find the catalog of your courseware, which is on the bottom left. In the actual app or website, you can click that and put it anywhere on the screen. Yes, so this slide basically asks you to do that. In the actual website, you'll be able to do that. Okay, so which of the following statements is incorrect? Okay, it's this one. Because the teacher guide window is not fixed in position and it can be moved anywhere on the screen. Okay, so in this part, you can try to drag your window on the Polaroid and click this to take a picture. In the actual website, there is no student yet during the training. So yes, you'll just have to drag your window and click it. But during actual lessons, when you want to take a picture, you will have to drag both yours and your student's window to be able to take a picture. Okay, now let's try the next slide. Okay, so in the actual website, click you cannot click this button here because again, there is no actual student with you during the training. So what you will have to do in this slide is click the magpies yourself. So here they are. Okay, so it says here that students tend to circle the owls because of the design. So yes, they tend to draw circles down like this. So rather than circle, you can use your mouse to show them how to drag or how to click the magpies. So yes, that's what they're seeing in this slide. Now let's try the next one. Okay, so it's asking you again, what can you do if the students use pen to circle instead of clicking on this page after you give them authorization? Okay, so help the student by using finger or mouse to instruct them to click, not circle. And you can also help the students switch from the pen to this button, from the pen button to this button. Yes, those are the answers to that slide. Now, for the next one, so when you click an interaction area on the courseware such as this page, but nothing happens, what might be the reason? Okay, so the possible reasons would be you have given student authorization, so student has full control. Again, when you give the students authorization, you will have to end it so that you will have control of the screen. So yes, this is one of the answers. Okay, and the other answer is this one. Okay, now I can't really show you how to do this yet because again, this is not the actual website. But yes, you can give stickers to your students by clicking this button right here. And it will show you different stickers like fishes, candies, butterfly, anything. And there are also emotion stickers like happy, sad, shy, which you can use during the start or at the start of your lesson when you ask your student how they feel when they first met you. Yes. Now let's try the next slide. Okay, so this slide says how you can, or this slide shows how you can use the stickers. So yes, you can use the stickers to discuss common topics before the lesson begins. As I've told you, you can ask them how they feel and you can use the stickers in the actual website. And you can also ask them about their favorite fish or anything really. And then you can also use the stickers to compliment or reward them when they answer correctly. You can use stars, clapping, flowers, medal, thumbs up, and other motivational stickers. You can also use the candy stickers. Now let's go to the next slide. Okay, so in this part, they are asking you to make a reward system. So in the actual website, aside from the reward stickers like the candies, the stars, there are also other drawings like a plate. So to make a reward system, you can put the plate, assuming that that circle is the plate, you can put the plate there and then put different fruits or anything. And then you can also use the other figures. Like in my case, I used the water tank. And then I filled the water tank with different fishes or different sea creatures. So, yes, that is what this slide is asking you to do to make a reward system. So, you can use a candy jar, fish tank, or a plate to make a reward system. Now, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this was what I was telling you about earlier. In the classroom, aside from stickers, giving star rewards to students is one of the most important methods. So again, how many stars should be given per class to meet the company's requirements? It's 15 to 20. Okay, now we're already on section 2 of courseware, navigation, and trial lesson preparation. Okay, so in this part, you will have to talk or act like you are actually greeting or welcoming the student. So yes, you have to act friendly, be warm, introduce yourself, ask your name, and introduce the lesson. So to establish rapport with your student, you can try to ask them a few warm-up questions like, look out the window. What is the weather today? And you can also ask them what they did, or you can use your props. Ask them if they like teddy bears or dolls, anything. And then once you've already established rapport, you can introduce the lesson. Okay, so this is an example welcome script or dialogue. You may want to try that when you try to demo this part. Okay, now let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so in this part, this you can use this to establish rapport with your student. You may try to drag your window and your student's window in these Polaroids. And then you may want to ask them about what they see in the slide. Like for examples, it says here, you can ask them what color is that? Is this? What color is that? And then you can also ask them different questions about colors, food, animals. Ask them to count from 1 to 10 or anything. So yeah, that's all. Yeah, so this in this part you will really have to talk and act like there is a student. Okay, now let's try the next slide. Okay, so this in this slide you will have to click the inner arrows for you to reveal all the animals. Okay, so again, you will have to act like there is a student when you encounter this slide. So yes, you will try to talk, or yeah, you will really have to talk and ask, what animal is this? And then you have to assume that a student is answering you. Okay, so here's another question. If the student won't speak to you at first, what would you do? Okay, you may use TPR. Okay, so TPR is total physical response. So example TPR would be, look at me, can you hear me? Or you have to listen, teacher. Yes, that that is an example TPR. You may also want to use prompts. And you should not stop eliciting them to talk until they respond. You may also use different voices, like you may try to mimic an animal like a tiger. So you can ask, how are you? Yes, you may try to do that so that your student, you can catch, so that you can catch your student's attention. Okay, so there are cases that you will encounter above level students. So when you encounter them, you'll have to ask high level questions as well. So, yes, you can ask this, which animal can walk, fly, or swim? or what color is this animal? Okay, now in this slide, the lesson proper, you'll have to go through the following slides thoroughly with teaching guide on the right corner and finish the questions afterwards. Okay, so yes, you'll have to act like there is a student again. You just keep on clicking the inner arrow, and after it turns gray, just click the outer arrow. This one. Click the inner arrow again. And yes, you will try to you will try to okay, so now you will teach your student what this is. And yes. So for example, you can say this. Okay, you can say wait, let me think. You can say listen to teacher and repeat. Okay. Say this. Owl. Owl. And then you have to repeat it like 3 times. So yes, that's how you will try to demo this slide. And yes, you'll also have to teach this and tell them the difference. Well, tell them the difference between owl and owls. So yes, you can say owl when there is only one, and you can say owls when there are two or more. Yes, that's how you can demo this slide. Oh, wait a second. I think I missed one. Okay. Now you'll also have to let them read this a couple of times, and if they make any error, you will have to correct them. So yes. So there is no student, so just repeat them 3 times. I mean repeat the sentence 3 times. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Okay, so in this slide, you will just have to click all the owls. And in this part, you will have to drag the correct wings of the owl, which is this one. Okay, here naman, you will have to click this and watch the video. And then you will ask your student to read this. Owls can fly. You will have to ask them to read that a couple of times, and if they make an error, you have to correct them. So yes, there's no student naman during the training, so just read it 3 times. Now this one. Okay, you have to click the inner arrow again. Click all of them. So yes, just read them and act like you are conducting a lesson. Okay, click the inner arrow. Okay, and click the outer arrow. Okay, so this part is the lesson proper already. So you may use this reference on how you can demo the lesson proper. Okay, now you will be talking about firefly. So yes, just ask them to read the word firefly 3 times, and then 3 times also for fireflies, and just distinguish or tell them the difference between firefly and fireflies, and ask them to read that one 3 times also. And click the the inner arrow. So yes, it's already gray, so just click the outer arrow. Now in this part, just click all the fireflies. Okay, now just find the correct firefly swing, which is this one. Okay, just like what we did in the owl slide, just click the video and then read this one 3 times also and act like there is a student in the classroom. Okay, just click the outer arrow and then demo this slide. Now let's go to the next. Okay, just keep on clicking the inner arrow, but you will have to let the dialogue finish because you are doing the training. Yes, so you will have to act like there is a student. So this is just to show you how to do it. That's why I'm clicking it without having the dialogue or without finishing the dialogue of the animals in the video. So yeah, click the inner arrow, click the outer arrow, and answer this question. So what could be the TPR action for the word faster? So it's running action. Okay, the student can pronounce the word firefly. The teacher asked the student to say the word like a robot and widened her screen to show the student. Is this a good practice? Yes. Okay, now application. Okay, you may just use this for reference on how you can demo the part 3. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, here you will just have to click the word or drag the words on the correct picture. So where's the owl? It's this one. Wings, this one. Firefly, this one. Fly, this one. Birds. Yes, you will. That's what you will have to do. Now in this part, just again click the inner arrows and act like you are teaching a student. So yes, just ask this. Are owls birds? So you will teach them how to answer that in full sentence, like yes, owls are birds. And you may also ask them to say it louder by doing this. Can you say it louder? Or can you say it faster? Just ask them to answer the question 3 times, 2 or 3 times. Okay, now in the conclusion part, you may refer to this script on how you can do the conclusion part. Okay, so yes. To conclude, just tell them what they learned. They learned that owls are birds, blah blah blah. Fireflies are not birds, blah blah blah, and ask them this question. Now, after our lesson, let me ask you again, can only birds fly? So yeah, their answer should be no. Okay. Okay, so their answer should be no. And then you will try to say this. No, because bats are not birds, but bats can fly too. Yes, so that's basically how you can wrap up the lesson. Now let's go to the next slide. Okay, so bye bye. Just just say goodbye to them and yes, see you next time. Gonna earn. And this part naman is an extension slide just in case you will finish the lesson a few minutes earlier. So you can ask your student what can fly. So yes, just tell them what animals or what insects among those that are in this slide can fly. And you may also want to, if there's more time, you can also teach them that whales cannot fly but they can swim. Yes, you may try to do that. Just do your own thing and do what's best for your student. Now let's try the next slide. Okay, so it's another question. You won't have enough time to go over each slide because the student arrived late for class. You have another class right after. What should you do? Okay, so you should set the expectations. Okay, regardless of how little time you left, always conclude the lesson and prioritize providing a pleasurable learning experience. Blah blah blah. Okay, these are other tips that you can do. Just read it. Okay, this part naman, you just have to click the speaker and click this one and pronounce the word. So magpie, magpie, magpie. Click it again. Okay, basta you just have to click that and record your own voice saying the word magpie, and for you to know that you have succeeded in this slide. So it will show you a prompt that gives you 3 star for completing the task for each word. So yes, what you have to do is click this and click this, click this, click this. Okay, so in the actual website, you will be able to do that. Okay, now let's go to the next slide. Okay, just click these. That's what you will have to do. Okay, so just click the light bulb, click the play button, click it again. Here naman, just click the Q tag. Okay, just click the Q tag for must ask questions and click the I tag for supplementary information and click it again to quit. Okay. In the actual training, you will have to click this and watch the video. Okay, now let's try to answer this. Okay, this is correct. Oh, it's not correct. These are correct. These 2 answers. Okay, it's 6 minutes. Okay, we're almost at the end of the training slides. So, key policy highlights. Just have to read this and answer the questions. Okay, no. Okay, so if I finish my class before the planned end time, what can I do? Use the remaining time to review the course content or do enrichments. Never ever do these 2 things. Okay, so these are the correct answers here. Okay, you have to click all the correct answers or else they will ask you to repeat that part of the training. Okay, so yes, here you will have to sign and then just go to the next slide and yes, you're done. Okay, so that is all. I hope you learned something about the training part of the Poly English application. So yes, bye bye, sayonara.